What's up, guys? So I'm gonna do a quick NOVAVAX update, just because it's like so close to having a really good move, and I just want to go over it again. So looking at this chart now, it's showing me what pattern it's in, and we are getting consolidation right outside of this pattern, which is awesome. The pattern support line is at 85.92. So I know we had a little dump a couple days ago, and we went over on the reasons why, and we now can see what actually was going on. We dumped down to that $83 level, $88 level, something like that. And that was the bottom of this consolidation. So it was testing it for support, and then was bought right back up instantly, right up into this, right above this pattern again. So now we're consolidating. So there's a couple different ways we can look at this. But as you see on the 4-hourly, tomorrow when it opens up, even if it decides to dump down to $88.09, $88.36, something like that, we're still going to be okay. Now we're getting support now at the 89.77, 89.63, something like that, and that's the 4-hour 20 EMA. We could still wick down to the 88.09 level before we take off, but I think that we're going to get a nice push up tomorrow. So this should be great. Even if we have a little red in the morning, nothing to fear about. It's starting to come together now. It just took a little while for this EMA to roll up, and now we're going to get this golden cross in. So that's going to be the first sign of push up. Now there's a couple resistance lines that we got to look for, but overall, I think we're going to finally be able to break through that $100.63 that is literally our freaking downfall right now. The 50 EMA on the daily, well, the 20 EMA on the daily, is 88.36. So that could be where we come down to in the morning if we do have a little bit of downside. Just like we kind of like lowered a little bit right before close. That could come down and test the bottom of that. So the reason I got this $104.45 level is from the breakout of that consolidation, depending on how we look at it. If it's just a pennant, then it's the breakout is to 104.45. And if we measure it a different way, I'll show you this a little later in the video, we actually can get a little higher price that makes perfect sense to me as well. So on the 4-hour RSI, it looks like we're starting to get this little bit of a W, and we are maintaining support right on this trend line. Even though I have 1,000 trend lines, they all mean something to me. I know it's confusing as fuck probably to you guys, but if you look back at my other videos, I think I kind of went over where they all came from. So I'm hoping for us to actually come down this a little bit more, because if we do, we can create some type of bullish divergence, where right now we don't have anything going on that's going to tell me that we're going up yet, besides the golden cross in the 4-hour. So, I actually would like it to come down to this 88.09 area, and then most likely that's going to give us that little bit lower and bullish divergence of some sort, or the price action could just kind of stay down there, and the RSI could stay where it is, and we'll get some kind of bullish divergence in that sense. So we're going to keep an eye on that in the morning, but like I said, this golden cross is going to push us up. So let's take a look at the 1-hourly for the hell of it. So on the 1-hourly, we are getting a little bit of death cross there. It doesn't really mean too much, but you can see the RSI is rolling over down at the bottom. It's harder to see, and the MACD looks like it's flattening out a little. But we're getting a little bit of bullish divergence on this 1 hour, and we can see we're not anywhere near curving up just yet. So that just could take a couple hours in the morning. So maybe by lunchtime tomorrow, or closer to the end of the day, we'll finally get a push up. I'm not too sure on the timing just yet, but I'm just trying to look at what we got going. But we're definitely getting squeezed really hard right here, so this is good. We're coiling up for sure. So 88.16, 88.32, 88.09, there's a couple targets, but I can't give you to the exact penny, obviously. But these are the ranges that we're going to watch for in the morning, and if you want to be a buyer there, that's not a bad idea at all. If we get something in the 85s, even still, like I said, 85, that could be a fake wick down before we break out, and that would be still on this support of this giant resistance. I mean, this giant pattern that we're breaking out of. That's going to be massive support from here on out. So we're just going to keep on resorting back to that. But until we get out of here, that's kind of where we're at. We are to the, luckily we did break out. We didn't break out with much power besides the couple days ago when we went up to the $100.63. Then we kind of fell back in. But, we just got to keep an eye on that. If you look on the weekly, we are starting to get that little bit of a W rollover type thing. We're getting a bunch of indecision candles. But even at this 91 to 89.90 area, we're still showing that we're sitting on top of this pattern. And, I've been noticing it a lot, like that we seem to, in most stocks that we've been looking at lately on these breakouts, we've been seeing them kind of consolidate on top of these breakout patterns rather than just breaking out and just going straight up. Tesla obviously broke out and did some crazy shit and then came back down, retested its pattern for support, and now it's off again to the races. So now we have some more resistance that we broke recently and we got to turn to support, so I'm waiting on that. But you guys can watch the other Tesla videos that I have out there and see what's going on. So on the monthly, you look at this where we came back down, and if you look left there, we had a double top on the monthly. Now we still haven't double topped on this monthly, so that could come in confluence with my whole idea of coming up to $188 where we topped out last time. I'm still planning on that, so I still have 6 shares left. I think I bought a bunch more on these last dips. I've been buying all these dips. I bought it. I'm going to buy another one in the morning, depending on how everything goes. I might throw another one at $88. So I started with a $77 average, and I think I'm up to an $82 average because I bought like 3 or 4 more shares since then. And I sold a couple as well around the $100.63 level. Now I'm just kind of re-averaging back in with some of my profits. So, we went over the breakouts here. Now, we got to look at the $99 level because that's one of the EMAs on the 4 hour. That's going to be a little bit of resistance, but I'm hoping we can just get right through that, no issues. I really want to see some volume come in on this thing because, we're not getting much volume at all. People are just so scared. They don't know what the hell to do. So, I'm in on this thing already, and I'll keep my stop losses down below. I don't want to buy too much more because I don't want to bring my average up above where I'm at. So, I'm not too sure what I'm going to do in the morning just yet, but I may buy another one depending on how everything looks here. So, if we take, looking at this on the hourly, it kind of looks like a bull pennant, which could be even better. Well, it is even better than just a regular pennant because it has like a pole to it, which would be like kind of like a flagpole, but pennant in a flagpole is a little bit different because it's in a flagpole you'd be straight across like a channel, and in a pennant you'd kind of have this V-shaped flag look to it. So if we go by this as a bull pennant, we would have a bigger breakout than the 104.65, and we would actually come up to 109.89. Now, if we look at this green 100 or 200 EMA here, I believe that green is the 200 EMA. So the 50 daily EMA is the red one. That's at 99.23, so we'd have to break through that. But if we come up to this green EMA, which is at 112, now our breakout is at 109.89, depending on how we look at this pattern here. So, it's really going to change. But I have expectations of coming up to $111. So even the 109.89 wouldn't be a bad spot. And then maybe we would come back down and retest that $99 area to $100 area for support. These are all possibilities. I can't tell you the future. I can just tell you what's going to happen, in the next couple hours or so, depending on what the chart's telling me. And, it's still, to me, gearing us up for something massive to happen. We just have to get that volume in here, and we just have a lot of indecision. But that's perfectly fine. Most people aren't going to get in until we get past that $100.68 level. That's when we're going to see that massive volume fucking blast in. So that's why I was saying in one of my videos recently, if you want to play it safe, wait till we get above $101 and find support there. Maybe even consolidate right there. Then you'll know we're getting support. So, we get this 95.42 level is the 0.236 fib. We're going to be most likely coming up past that tomorrow. Hopefully we're just going to have like a lot of volume come in on this thing. But, like I said, that's what I'm waiting for. All right, guys, that's all I got for you. Take care.